have a contradiction. So don't leave, and this information is vital, folks. These are passages you can show the Muslims to show them that Muhammad is put on a higher plane, a plane that makes him Allah's partner in devotion, obedience, and even worship, showing that Islam is not purely monotheistic, because without Muhammad, there goes Islam.
Exactly.
If you don't have Muhammad, you don't have Islam. If you don't have the Sunnah of Muhammad, you can't understand the Quran. So it seems that Allah deliberately composed the Quran in such a way to make it completely dependent on Muhammad, so that Muhammad becomes a very focus of Muslim devotion, attention, and obedience. Am I correct?
Yes.
100%, huh?
I would concur with what you just said.
So that means Allah made Muhammad his partner, and in making him his partner, he deified him, and therefore committed shirk, which is associating a creature with Allah in his exclusive devotion and majesty. So Allah ends up becoming a mushrik.
If you want to be logical.
Yeah, well, that's what
well, if you want to be all logical and stuff,
say that Islam is a logical religion, and God gave you a mind to use logically and rationally. So of course, Muslims are telling me that Islam is a thinking man's religion, because it encourages and exhorts you to use your reasoning. All right, well, I'm using my reasoning, Muslims, and the conclusion is inescapable. You have turned Muhammad into a demigod. Right? Because you have to devote yourself to his teachings. In fact, in certain cases, and I want to ask you, what if I find a statement, an authentic tradition attributed to Muhammad, that contradicts the Quran? What do I do there?
Well, you would have to agree with the tradition. Because who knows what the Quran really means?
So in my mind, it may be a contradiction.
To you, it's a contradiction.
But if Muhammad said it, then it can't be a contradiction, because he's always inspired. Therefore, his interpretation takes precedence in my life over what I think the Quran says in contradiction to his statement.
Yes, so it has to be either one of two things. Either one, it could be that it was abrogated.
By his statement.
Yes, so his statement abrogates the command in the Quran. Or it could be that you have just misunderstood what the Quran has said, and what the Sunnah says, the Hadith says, is the correct meaning, the correct application, how you should understand the fiqh. Of the
well, you know what?
Quranic,
in the next program, Lord willing, I'm going to show you how Muhammad interpreted certain passages of the Quran that are so nonsensical, irrational. But again, because everything he says is inspired, if I'm a Muslim, I have no choice but accept such irrational teachings. But glory to Jesus Christ, I'm not a Muslim.
Amen.
I'm a follower of the Lord Jesus, so that by his grace and his mercy, I have eyes to see and ears to hear. And because of that, I can see that Islam is false from its very core, from its very foundation. With that said, we have a